I've always thought that movies were warnings. Always. Like I highly recommend that everybody watch all of the Star Wars movies. It's the battle between darkness and light in the galaxy. I highly recommend everybody watch The Hunger Games, along with, what was the movie I really wanted you guys to watch? The Purge, I think, is coming. I think that's the white supremacists going crazy and like starting to kill everybody. I think that was a warning, but I think we still can change history. I think we still can change things. Underworld. The Underworld with the vampires and the Lycans. So you saw how crazy that guy got, that he was like, the mixing of the blood, you know? It's blasphemy or whatever. So, not blasphemy, but whatever, it's bad. I feel like that's how the white supremacists feel. Like, they feel like their blood is pure, and they're trying to keep it pure, and they don't like the mixing of the blood. And they know that the numbers are there showing that there are more of us than there are of them. And when I say us, I mean non-white. Non-pure white, according to theirs. I mean, even the Jewish divide Jews between Sephardic and Ashkenazi. And Ashkenazi are pure Jewish blood, where Jewish marries Jewish. It's never been tainted. And Sephardic means it's been tainted. According to them, it's you know, Jewish blood mixed with, maybe they married a Spaniard, or maybe they married somebody else and that person converted to Judaism, but they're not pure Jews. Did you know that? Now you know. So there's still, you know, a breakdown. Like, people are always trying to divide us. In this world, the way that it's culminating and it's changing, like, it's time to face the fact that there's a lot of mixture. You know, there's a lot of theories about the aliens, that this was like a planet where they were testing out different races, and as soon as the races started mixing, they like eradicated them, which is why, like, if you look at bones, you'll see that certain species just completely died off, they're extinct. It's almost like, oh, the test has been muddied and then they got rid of them, you know, or they brought them back to whatever planet they were from, or, you know. I mean, this is just a theory. I watched it, I listened to it, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I believe it, I'm not really sure, but I'm open to the possibility of it being true. So, with that said, when I was watching The Underworld and how angry he got with his, you know, blue eyes or whatever, about the mixing of the blood, it made me think, like, wow, that's kind of like how white supremacists are. They're really upset about their blood mixing, and they want pure white people, and they think that they're the superior race. When in reality, they haven't really done anything. They're like, we create things. No, you don't create things. You take an idea that someone else had, you take it over, and then you enslave people to fulfill that idea, and then you make it seem like it was your idea when it was never. You don't create anything. You steal things, and then you act like it's yours. Like, I've been watching all these like billionaires, and what they do is they see what's trending, and then they buy out that market, and then they own it, and then they start marketing it heavily, and then we as like sheeple like believe it, and then we start buying into it, and then that's how they make their money. But they really stole that idea from someone else, and they just bought all of it. You know, like agave. There was no agave before, but then they bought agave fields and they started marketing it, and they make money. Soybeans. They bought all the soybean fields, and they start, you know, making soybean oil and soy this and soy that, and it's like everything's about soybeans now. So what they do is they take something that's already existed, shea butter. Hello, African American, shea butter everywhere. And then they went and they take that concept, like they created it. Come on now. And they put it in everything, and then they monetize it. And then when they rape the fields, there's no more shea butter. Then they move on to the next thing, and they just like basically kill an entire genre, species, you know, group of things, so that they can make money. But they don't really like create anything. Like, and I really want to say that out loud, like, they don't create anything. Most of the inventions that were huge were created by immigrants, not like pure white people. Now, there are some, I'm going to give credit to the people that deserve it. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, there are lots of things that I'm sure that they've created. I just don't have a list of them. But I see a lot of the things are created by other people, and then they're like, oh, I can make money on that. And then what they do is they create the marketing, they create the takeover, they start buying things out, you know? But they don't really create anything. And you could argue and say, well, they're creating the market and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but that's not really creation. Like, they didn't come up with it. You know, they're just following a system that they've been following for years, but they're not really creating anything. So it's really frustrating to hear that, because now that we're aware of what's going on, like, we could do the same thing, and then they won't be creating anything, we'll be creating it. It's a system that they follow. They don't create anything. They don't add value to anything. If anything, they're actually like raping and killing this earth and this planet. And as you can see from this presidency who wants to take away everything about EPA, everything about protecting us, muddying our waters, dirtying everything that is important to our health, you know, they don't care. All they care about is money. They already have so much money. Some of these people are millionaires and billionaires, and they just want more money to the point where they're impoverishing the rest of the world because they're so greedy. Hello, people, wake up. Don't look at very wealthy people and be like, I want to be just like them. You may want what they have, but you don't want to be like them. Trust me, you don't want to be like them. You don't. Some of them are really awesome people, philanthropists. They do good things for others. Some of them are genuinely good people. Some of them are spoiled brats, you know, and some of them are just selfish. Because when you have and you have, when you don't have what you want, you get like irate and crazy and just unbearable. But what I want to share with you guys is that there are more of us than there are of them, and we need to stick together. Why do you think the Jewish are so successful? They stick together. They have a code from the moment that they're born, that they take care of each other. They follow the same religion. They follow the same beliefs. You know, they help each other out. Why can't we just do that? Why can't we just do that for the human race? Why does it have to be divided into, you know, religion or into ethnicity or into, you know, like we're in the same industry, so I've got your back if you've got mine? Why can't it just be that you're human and I see that you have passion in your heart and I see that you have a spirit that's on fire and you're ready to make it happen? I'm gonna give you a shot. Why does it have to be the other way? I don't understand. But you know what? That's because I came here with a light in my heart, with a light in my soul to just love people and show people the changes and that they need to make to unite us, to the differences that we have that are not really differences, they're uniqueness. Like everything that's different about us is unique. It's what makes us special. It's what makes us valuable. You can't do anything by yourself. When you create a team of people, everybody comes in with something, a gift, something they were given, something that they came to this planet or this earth or this life with. We're not all meant to be the same. So we're supposed to value the differences in each other and look and say, how can I take your gift, your specialty, what you're good at, and how could I incorporate that into what I'm doing so that we can as a team make it happen? And if you don't fit in my team, that's fine. But if I meet somebody that you would fit in their team, I'm going to refer you so we can all get ahead, so we can all help each other, so we can all progress as the human race. But apparently there's just a few of us that feel that way. And there's a lot of us that think that way, that don't do anything. And there's a lot of us that are shifting towards that thought process. But I don't know. I heard something that really struck me and it made a lot of sense, and I get it. I mean, if you look at history, you'll always see that there was like a mass genocide of a group of people, and it tends to be when there's an overpopulation. And someone told me that the earth, they say that there's no climate change because the earth is only able to sustain 1 billion people, but we have 11 billion people. So there's gonna have to be war and this mass genocide to bring the population down so the earth can recuperate, and then we won't have all of this, you know, methane in the air, the snow caps won't be melting. It's happening because there's just so many people and we need to produce so much to sustain these people. So there's a group of people that know the true history of the world, and they're saying that it's time for a war. It's time to bring the numbers down. It's time to take control. And then they figure, oh, we're going to save our own people, you know, for the next rebirth of this universe or this planet or whatever. And that's what this is all about. Just sharing that with you, because when somebody told me that, I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. I get it. Because if you look at history, there's always Trujillo killed a lot of people, Stalin, Hitler, Caesar, Pompeii, you know, exploded. That's Mother Nature being like, y'all gotta go. You know, the Ice Age. You know, there's always something where a large number of people die, like in the plague, malaria, like always something. So it makes sense, whether it's through nature or if it's man-made, that large populations must die in order for the rest of us to survive. But I just thought I would share that with you because I thought it was quite fascinating information, and do with it what you may. Again, my goal is just to share with you what I learn. You can take it as you like. I really don't care. My goal is for the message to reach the people that it's meant to reach, and that you guys just rock it out in whatever it is that you're doing. Again, if you leave negative comments, I'm just going to delete them. I don't really care. It never phases me because I have a fabulous life, regardless of your comment. You can go suck it. I don't care. But you're entitled to your opinion, so I'm still going to delete it. And for whoever this is meant to reach, however it's meant to reach you, it doesn't mean that you're going to do what I say. It just means that you're meant to hear it, and then by you hearing it, it causes you to do something that you were meant to do in the first place. I don't know. All I know is that there are no mistakes. There is a reason that we're all here. There is a reason everything happens, and there's a reason that some of you are listening to this. Others of you are just going to blow it off and be like, oh my God, whatever. So I'll catch you later, alligators. Bye.